Tragic jet crash in Dhaka, 16 students and 2 teachers killed. Imagine a single day starting with laughter and lessons, ending in unimaginable tragedy, 19 lives lost, most of them young students and those who taught them. In a devastating incident in Dhaka, Bangladesh, a crash of a military plane into a busy school campus has shaken the nation to its core and left families, educators, and officials grappling with shock and sorrow. But here's where it gets controversial. How could a sophisticated fighter jet, designed for national security, end up as a source of such profound civilian loss? These are the facts. On Monday afternoon, a Bangladesh Air Force F-7BGI, a modern derivative of the Chinese J-7 fighter, was on a routine training flight when it plunged into the grounds of Milestone School and College in Uttara, a bustling district in the heart of Dhaka. The crash took the lives of 16 children, 2 teachers, and the pilot, Flight Lieutenant Mohammed Tukur Islam. Among the youngest victims was a 6th-grade student, a reminder of how far the ripples of such tragedies reach. And this is the part most people miss: the scale of the suffering goes beyond the immediate fatalities. More than 100 people, many of them students, were injured, some with life-threatening burns, and rushed to nearby hospitals. At least 8 are fighting for their lives in critical condition. Doctors at the National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery report that the number of injured continues to rise, as emergency teams work tirelessly to tend to the wounded. The scene inside the classrooms, where students were taking exams or attending routine lessons, quickly turned into chaos as flames and smoke filled the air. Interim leader Muhammad Yunus, expressing the nation's collective grief, shared a heartfelt message on social media. The loss suffered by the Air Force, the students, parents, teachers, and staff of Milestone School and College, as well as others affected by this accident, is irreparable. He described this as a moment of profound pain for the country, while his office also released a list of critical contact numbers for families searching for loved ones or seeking urgent medical help. Here are the emergency numbers for those affected. Military Rescue Brigade, 0176-902-4202. CMH Burn Unit, 0176-901-6019. CMH Emergency, 0176-901-3311. Milestone School Admin Officer, 0181-477-4132. Vice Principal, 0177-111-1766. Additionally, the National Emergency Helpline, 999, can connect families to the burn units at the Bangladesh Police's emergency cell. Let's not shy away from the difficult questions. Could more have been done to prevent this? Should there be stricter rules about training flights near densely populated areas? When a country invests in advanced military technology, how does it balance national defense with public safety, especially where the lives of children are at stake? Some may argue that such accidents, though rare, are the price of preparing for national security. Others, however, may call for immediate reforms to ensure such a tragedy never happens again. Videos and images circulating online show a scene of confusion and courage: fire crews battling towering flames, distraught students and bystanders rushing to help, and the mangled remains of the jet's engine buried beneath the ruins of a classroom. One particularly gripping image shows an injured man, his clothes torn and face blackened by soot, being helped by a stranger, an ordinary citizen turned hero in the chaos. A student, Rafika Taha, described her shock and fear as she watched the unfolding disaster on television, realizing with horror that her own school had become the epicenter of a national tragedy. Milestone School, home to about 2,000 students from elementary to class 12, is more than just a place of learning. It's a community, now shattered but determined to rebuild. As the country mourns, many are looking for answers. The government has vowed a full investigation, but the wounds, both physical and emotional, will take much longer to heal. What do you think could be done differently to prevent such a catastrophe? Should there be more public oversight of military training activities? How can communities and authorities work together to protect schools from similar risks in the future? Share your thoughts, because in moments like these, every voice matters. Bangladesh Air Force plane crash, 19 killed, 50+ injured in Dhaka college tragedy. Imagine a day like any other at Milestone School and College in Dhaka, Bangladesh, disrupted by a catastrophic event that would leave its community in shock. A Bangladesh Air Force training aircraft, an F-7BGI, crashed into the school campus, resulting in at least 19 fatalities and over 50 injuries. The accident occurred in the early afternoon while students were busy with their studies, leaving behind scenes of chaos and devastation. The impact was so severe that it damaged a building, causing a massive fire that sent thick smoke into the sky. As onlookers watched from a distance, firefighters battled the blaze, uplifting the mangled remains of the aircraft. The aftermath was heartbreaking, with social media videos capturing distraught students and parents, while others attempted to offer comfort. But here's where it gets even more tragic. The crash happened just as students were in the middle of exams or regular classes, a moment that was supposed to be filled with hope and learning. And this is the part most people miss, the sheer scale of tragedy and the ripple effects it has on families and communities. As the investigation unfolds, the Bangladesh government has promised to take necessary measures to ensure support for those affected. But the question remains, how can we prevent such disasters from happening in the future? Dhiran Keith, a teacher at the school, shared a chilling account of the explosion, highlighting the randomness and horror of the incident. The incident eerily echoes another devastating aviation disaster just over a month prior in neighboring India, where an Air India plane crash claimed hundreds of lives. Reflecting on these tragedies, it's crucial to consider how we can enhance safety measures in aviation and education settings. Share your thoughts below. What steps should governments and institutions take to prevent such disasters?